Convertibles are hard draw for some of the people and they go all out to get one for them. And if you are just getting into a luxury segment and if you don't have bonkers to spend, this will be one of your choice because this is one of the most affordable luxury convertible cars available in the market. Mercedes CLE is the successor of the famous C-Class Cabriolet. And as you all might know, Cabriolet in German means convertible. So we're going to check out the CLE 300. All my flyers, welcome to Flywheel. Mercedes-Benz has always been very famous with their Cabriolet models. Starting from the SLK range, it stretched up to the S-Class Cabriolet. Right now, both these end has been cut down. Right now, what we have in the market are very few cabriolets. One is the CLE for sure, which is my opinion, the starting range of cabriolet for Mercedes-Benz. Then there is the E Cabriolet. Then there comes the SL range of cabriolets, which are like top end now. We don't have the S Cabriolet anymore. I wish it come back at a beautiful car. Anyway, the SLK, which was later called as SLC, was discontinued. Now this will be the starting range for Mercedes Cabriolet. And Mercedes is known for their Cabriolet because there have been a set of customers around the world who love Cabriolet. Not just with the performance, it's also about the style statement and the convenience of using sun in places like Europe. But here, sun has been very harsh, but still people love Cabriolet for some other reasons. So let's check out those reasons, and this has been the successor of the C Cabriolet. So there are a lot of elements being based out of C-Class in this, but still Mercedes has maintained a different design for exterior for the CLE. Let's check out that first. As I mentioned, the new CLE is based in the C-Class platform, but Mercedes has given a lot of difference in the design, which giving an identity for CLE, but still we can see a C-Class elements all over the car because it's from the C-Class family. First of all, I'll talk about the headlight, which is a digital headlight in this car with the option of normal LED also. And the attraction on the digital light, apart from the technology, is the four stripes, which is in blue color, and there's a two dot including a straight line on the DRL. There's a lot of Mercedes stars in the grille, which is again in an AMG or a more sporty avatar with an aggressive face, which is to give a more aggression. And on the bumper, you can see it's an AMG line, so huge bumper air intake you can be seen here. And this is a style element. There's no purpose for that because there's no airflow into it. Coming on the side or maybe on the hood, you can see a strong muscle characters like the two power humps. 20-inch wheel and with a multi-spoke look good. But there are other options for if you have a choice. Standard side view mirror again is a part of Cabriolet, and as I mentioned, it's a convertible, so always look good with the hood down, and it comes with a canvas top, which again can be chosen according to the color choice. You have the option from black to red to blue to some other colors, and this one with the Alpine grey look good with the black. But I would prefer, if I have a choice, to customize it with a blue top will good, but some other choices are there because color is always personal. Some mild lines which have been inspired from E-Class, like a discontinued line is there, which will again look premium. Dynamic line also give a character. So basically the proportion and stance of Cabriolet always been remained with a long hood, short boot and an upper convertible. This was always the design philosophy for Mercedes convertible. You can see right well in the CLEs. When it comes to the rear, one thing connect me is not actually the C-Class but the GLC, which is the tail light. Of course, the GLC tail light was inspired from the C-Class design, but here this black strip connecting both the tail light is actually a GLC element than a C-Class. And it look attractive, simple but really characterful. There's a inbuilt rear spoiler which is a sporty element. Also a little bit of downforce can be achieved from that. From the logo we can open the boot, which is like shabby now, but it shows that with the spare wheel there's only space for few small bags, but if you remove it, good enough space for your family, more of a couple weekend luggage. And normally in Mercedes cars, you can see the rear registration plates are mostly kept on the bumper rather than on the boot. which is evident over here in the coupe and convertible. And there you can see an exhaust element, which is not an exhaust, it's a dummy. There is no exhaust connecting to that. So basically it's called as a fake exhaust, but it's a design element. As being a AMG trim car, it's got a huge exhaust design. Anyway, are you a cabriolet person or a convertible person or a coupe person or a sedan guy? I'm not talking about SUV now because that's a different league. Let me know in the comment, as well as let me know how you feel the design of the CLE. It is when you come to the interior, you feel the C-Class more than the exterior. Basically, the design has been carried on from the C-Class, which you have seen in the GLC as well, which is a good thing because it's a attractive, good quality interior. There are few elements which are for the CLE Cabriolet, but overall, it's a C-Class inspired interior. I'll show you a couple of things which attracted me, especially for the CLE interior. One is this 12.3 inch screen, which can be retracted with the touch of a button over here. It is something which been introduced first in the SL range, in the new SL range. This is for a purpose. If the screen is down and the sun is hitting on the screen, you may not see it properly. So in that case, you can keep it up and you will see whatever information you want, especially like the navigation. But there's another solution for that, which is using a polarized glass. Again, like if it is up, it is more readable than when it's down, I felt. However, there's one attractive feature. Second is the seat. So seats are not from the C-Class, it's more of a sportier seat, but it's not an AMG seat as well. It's more comfortable oriented seat, one piece backrest sports seat with an adjustable headrest. What attracted me most is something over here. This is called the air scarf, which can be switched on from the button in front of the seat adjustment. That button helps you get an airflow on your scarf. It's not meant for such climate. I'm so sorry, this lady comes up in between. It's always been the cancel Mercedes connecting feature, which again has some glitches always. So this air scarf is actually not meant for such a place. It's meant for those places which is always cold, and here also in winter it will be very useful. Basically, when you are in any cold region, normally we cover few elements like one will be the hands, one will be your feet with the socks, but you will be carrying a scarf for your neck, which give you a warm feeling in your cold country. So that is something which this has been providing. Third thing is the air beam which form over the car, which is like an aerodynamic element. One touch of a button over here, there will be a screen, the net screen comes up from the behind, and there will be an air bar spoiler which comes up from this A pillar, which actually is meant for a better airflow and aerodynamics. But again, I've seen one more advantage in places like here. This airflow, it helps you out from the heat wind which come inside. It form a air beam which is invisible, but again it protect you from the heat. Other things are very C-Class. You can see the dashboard with 5 air vents, and all of them are more spherical. Steering is a sporty steering with again the leather wrapped touch button function. There's paddle shifters. All these things are very common. What I can say is that over here on the dashboard and the door pad is a real genuine leather on the top, but on the seat and other part it's mostly leatherite, which is artificial leather. There's a carbon fiber trim, brushed aluminum, and lot of piano black element. It's something which you need bit care because it gets stained very fast and there are chances to get scratched also very fast. Finally, this is a car meant for adults because I am here in Dubai this time with my family, and I got 3 kids, 2 grown-up kids. Like one girl is taller than me, other girl is almost my height, and both of them are also built. So we were traveling together with my son also in the center. So we 4 adults were very comfortable, but my son haven't had a seat for himself, so he been sitting over that cup holders in the center. So he was not very comfortable. At times he used to sit in the lap of one of his sisters. Otherwise, all 4 adults been comfortable, and this is a major factor. And to get in and get out. But again, finally, to ingress and egress is best when it's converted because you can fold the seat. But if you're a build guy, you will find a bit tight to squeeze in and out. But if the hood is down, it's very convenient. You can stand up and get out. Before we go to the detailed experience of the CLE Cabriolet, I would request you to subscribe to our channel if you're not done yet. Driving the CLE Cabriolet with hood down is a special feel, but not on the sun, on this climate. But if you're in the right climate, right atmosphere, it's always good to drive hood down. While you're driving that way, you have to consider three factors. One is the surrounding, because you'll get a lot of eyeball attraction. If you're a shy person, they won't be recommending to do that. Otherwise, if you're a attention seeker, that'll be a great thing to do. Second thing is all about the atmosphere. As I mentioned, if it's a dusty situation, it's better to avoid dropping the hood. And third is climate. I won't be driving throughout like this, because one more factor is there, because there will be sound disturbance, which I don't want to have it in the speaker. So I will close the hood. Before that, I will mention about the thing which I told you. If you keep the spoiler up, the wind coming into the cabin is reduced. If you put it down, you quickly get the feel of the air coming in. Maybe you can even feel some bit of wind noise coming into the mic. But if you put it up, the wind flow has cut down. Second thing is the air scarf, which I don't need here because it's not a closed situation. But if you want, you can just put it up. Definitely you'll get that feel. Rather more in driving than in static. One more thing is it's all about you're originating a mode. Once you are in a tight day and you're getting an opportunity to enjoy the good breeze and climate, definitely your mood will get better with this hood down. But now I need to close. It's too burning for me. And that can be done with the touch of a button. It takes around 20 seconds. If you're maintaining a speed just below 60, you can do this. And while you're doing this, if the air beam is up, that will close automatically. Coming back to the experience of this CLE Cabriolet. So basically, when it comes to the customer profile, I've seen two cluster of people enjoy this car, especially if it's not a high performance variant. It's basically owned by the new success bees, will be successful in the business or maybe in the profession, will be young, either single or married, and even if married, two young kids, not a grown-up kids. These are the category of people who normally use. But as I mentioned, my experience with my grown-up kids was good. It is spacious enough, and those spaces mostly been acquired by the friends who will be traveling along. Otherwise, the second set of people are mostly that grown-up guys who are retired or maybe in their later ages, who lead a relaxed life. On both these cases, this is the right bet because it's not too much power. Those retired people also look on the efficiency part because they live on their savings. Even the younger guys who have been just successful also consider their pocket. So this powertrain is a good bet for both. There is enough performance when you want, but it's more efficient as well. The 9-speed gearbox also is smooth. It's also tuned on to the efficiency end. Suspension is also well tuned.
I couldn't find any entertainment.
And this is something which annoys you because she comes in between if you don't require her here. Sorry, cancel. So basically, suspension is also tuned more on a comfort mode than on a performance end, and that comfort really can be enjoyed while you're cruising on even boulevards or maybe on highways. All these safety aids are standard features in Mercedes now and all perform very well. And what I really liked about the CLE Cabriolet is, in spite of being a soft top, the sound insulation inside the cabin is really commendable.
You need online voice control for this
So
service.
sorry lady, I don't need your assistance. Cancel. Unfortunate. Anyway, as I mentioned, there is very less sound coming into the cabin except the engine growl, which is not that great because it's a 4-cylinder. But otherwise, everything is very luxurious. And for this money, again, I'm telling you, it's a luxury Cabriolet. Money you have to pay will be higher, but for that money, it's a good bet. And I had good fun with the car. Last 2-3 days with this machine was exciting, especially with the family. We were really enjoying the Cabriolet in the night, especially on the beach side. So that is something which we have to take care while using such car. You need to get out on the right time, where there is less traffic, nice weather, and you have cancel. Unfortunate again. So what we really enjoy is such situation. In that case, you will have a lot of fun. Let me know your opinion about the CLE Cabriolet, and if you are in the market for such a machine, which will be your choice of pick. Please do like and share the video. Also, if you are yet to subscribe to our channel, please do subscribe and click that bell button so you'll get all the latest video notification to your mail. Also request you to go to the video from that notification, so the algorithm will set in a way that you won't miss out any videos from us. Thank you for watching. It's me, Hani Musthafa, signing off. We'll meet next with another exciting mission. Until then, stay safe and enjoy wheeling.